Hi everyone. So today the full moon is in Leo. And so I wanted to do an energy check-in just to see what we're getting in the air and in the energy around this really fantastic full moon. When the moon is in Leo, this is about our self-confidence. This is our feelings that are very involved in believing in ourselves. It's really just a time to just be fully in our confidence and knowing that we can create the things that we want to create. On I believe it was the 4th of February, Jupiter went direct in Gemini. And when I did a reading for that, it really showed that you have already done so much transformative work that your blessings are going to start to come in from Jupiter. I think with this full moon, you're really going to see a lot more of your blessings manifest with this full moon. Because I am getting a strong feeling of blessings, guidance from your spirit guides, but I'm also getting a very watery energy in spite of the fact that this is a fire sign that the moon is in, but I am getting that water from the moon that perhaps these are going to be blessings having to do with love or things that just make you extremely happy. So I would like to start with a tea leaf card just to see some of the current energies that want to pop out first. And then we'll go ahead and see what is going on with this full moon in Leo. It's just so exciting. It just feels exciting to me. So, oh, and look at that. And the first thing we pulled was the beetle with good fortune. This is what I'm talking about. There's this feeling of your blessings really starting to come in because you've done the work. Jupiter is now direct and the moon is full. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to get good fortune and for your blessings to come in. But let's see what other surrounding energies are around you to see what else we can clear out if you need to. So there's the 8 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, the Lovers. Underneath, King of Swords, ooh, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, and Justice. Underneath everything, we have the 8 of Wands showing up. And the 8 of Wands this is a card of things coming in fast, coming in hot. These are your blessings that are coming in from all of the work that you have done. And then, of course, with the full moon that we're sitting in right now. And this is about believing in yourself, which is exactly what we were saying that the full moon in Leo talks about. It's about being fully in your confidence and knowing just what a badass you are. Leo is one of those signs that is pretty sure they're a badass, even when they're being humble about it. They just are. The Leos are the badass of the zodiac. And when the full moon is in that, you can expect to feel that kind of energy. So I like this 8 of Wands underneath everything. So this is feeling very much like a love reading, although it does not have to be. It could be just about something that you are choosing to do because you love it. And we did see, well, I don't think I showed you, but there's career at the bottom of the tea leaf deck. So this could, for some of you, be about choosing a career that you love over a career that you just do because you think you have to. But for a lot of you, this is going to be a love reading with this full moon. It looks to me like at this time, you are considering walking away from someone or something, if it's a job for you. So again, make it make sense for you. But it's like you are contemplating moving on from someone, but you're just not sure whether you should or not. You're not sure if this is your person. So it feels like you're still trying to keep an open heart to the situation. You're being receptive to it. You're still being vulnerable to the situation. But I feel like you're starting to wonder if that's not the right thing to do anymore. How much longer, in other words, should you keep your heart open in this situation. I am getting the sense that you maybe recently have had to step into your own masculine power. And when I say that, I don't mean that you are masculine. I mean that you are in your masculine power. So everyone has a yin and a yang power inside of them. That's how their souls are made up. And it feels like you are very strongly in your masculine power, which is more of the doer. The feminine power is more of the receiver, and the masculine power is more of the doer. So perhaps you've been doing a lot lately, and it may be a little bit unbalanced. So it may be, if this is a relationship, that you feel like you have been doing most of the work towards this relationship. But this spread is kind of telling me that perhaps it's time for you to start being the one to receive it. And that's what I'm saying. It feels like you've had an open heart, but maybe you're feeling like you're not receiving everything that perhaps you should have or you should be. The foundation here is a good one, though. It looks to me like this person makes you really happy, but you may be feeling still like it's imbalanced, which is why I really like to see this Justice card here at the end, but we will get there. So this idea with the Page of Pentacles here is one of you really releasing this energy of having to be the only one to do the work, that you were the one to build this relationship. You were the one to stabilize things when they became unstable. And I think you're releasing that power. It looks like, or you're releasing that energy. You're saying, I don't really know anymore if this is what I want to be doing. I don't know if I want to be always the one who is stabilizing everything all the time. And I do think with this Page of Pentacles that this was a lesson for you. This was one of your karmic lessons, your karmic spaghetti, as I like to call it. You have untangled a lot of that karmic spaghetti. And because you have learned that lesson, it looks like now perhaps your blessings are about to come in, because you drew a boundary probably and said, I am not doing this all by myself anymore. If you want this relationship to work, if we want this relationship to work, then it has to be an equal give and take. If you want me to take you seriously, then you have to take me seriously. And that's the only way this is going to work. So it feels like something like that happened in your past, that you drew a pretty clear boundary. And because that was a karmic lesson, whether or not you knew that it was, but because it was a lesson and you passed, this is why I think your blessings are coming in now. With the Lovers coming in here, you're certainly manifesting a lover. One way or another, you are. So again, if this is something, although I am inclined to say that 90% of you, this is going to be about a relationship. If this is about a career, you are manifesting in your dream career. But for most of you, you are manifesting in your dream lover, the thing that you want the most. But there was something that you were clinging to in your past that it looks like you are now releasing. And that is going to allow the energy of the Lovers to come in. I do see, though, in your near future, you are entering your King of Swords energy. So I do think you are, when this person comes in correct, or when a new person comes in, depending on your situation, but you are being blessed with your dream person, that I know. But you're still going to kind of have your sword up. You're still going to wonder if you can be loyal to this person because your trust has been shattered perhaps in this relationship, or at least misplaced. And so I do feel like you are still going to hold space for this person, but you're going to kind of side eye them. Like, why are you doing this now? Type of energy. You're still going to have your sword up. And that's exactly how you see yourself. You are seeing yourself as both the King and the Queen of Swords. And this is what I was saying, that you are very much in your masculine energy and your feminine energy, that you are a very well-balanced person, which is why you're not so sure if this person is really coming at you correct or if they're just telling you that they are. So, but it does look to me, because there's such a strong energy of swords coming off of you right now, and that you are probably saying, I don't want to keep my heart open to this situation anymore. There is a message coming through about you kind of making sure that you pay attention to what this person is doing, because it may be that this person is coming in a different way this time. But if you react too strongly with your boundaries and with your sword and off with their head type of energy, metaphorically speaking, of course, if you come in too strongly with the boundary set, you may not be able to receive the thing that you have been wanting to receive. So you might overlook your own blessing. In other words, when this person comes in and wants to really do the work now, that you don't just stand there with your sword and say, no, I don't want this. I don't understand. Why are you doing this now? Completely understandable that you would react that way, but the cards are telling me that perhaps maybe you should be more in a receiving mode. And I just saw 11:11 on my clock when I said that you should be maybe in a little bit more of a receiving mode so that you can actually receive your blessings. So hopefully this all makes sense, because the environment around you is this Ace of Cups. Someone has an open heart. Someone is sharing their cup of love. Someone wants to share it with you. And I think this person realizes that they have made mistakes, but there's also a little bit of energy coming through this Ace of Cups of they feel a little bit misunderstood in the situation, that maybe what you assume or what conclusions you jump to, things like that, make it make sense for your story, but they feel a little bit lost and they don't really know how to approach this situation now because they feel misunderstood. But they do have an open heart for you and they want to share that with you. And they may not have done that in the past. It looks like perhaps maybe they didn't, because if you were standing so much in one-sided energy, it does tell me that you were probably the one doing all of the work. But it does look like this person actually wants to help with that now. This good fortune coming in is also confirming that it may be time for you to start receiving these blessings from this person that you probably should have been receiving from them a long time ago. But I do believe that everything happens in the right time. So we have the Four of Wands showing up here, and this can be a little bit of your shadow side too. And I say that because you really want to have a lot of stability in this relationship. This is someone who has made you happy in the past before perhaps they didn't. But you're hoping to maybe get that back, to get whatever that stability, those milestones that you hit, that success, that level of success this relationship had. It looks like you're maybe trying to bring that back in. But at the same time, I can almost feel you resisting that too. That you may be suppressing a lot of these emotions you still have for this person because you don't want to let them back in, because you're still kind of mad about what they did. And this is what I was saying about this King and Queen of Swords energy that you're coming in as, that you might miss that this person is actually coming in the right way this time if you have your swords up too much. But you always have free will. If this person went too far, if this person crossed your boundary and you want to stand there with your sword up, then please, by all means, do that. But I am saying that the cards are telling me that this person may be coming in the way that you want them to, but you might not see it if you're standing there with your sword up. So hopefully that all made sense. There is this other idea coming through too about, so there's progress here though, right? Because the Four of Wands is generally a card of huge success, but even your successes can have lightness and darkness, right? And so I do think that there is this feeling of you wavering back and forth between, I want success with this person. No, I don't want success with this person. I want things to be like the way they used to be. No, I don't, because I saw a different side of them. So there, it feels like it's kind of wavering. You're maybe juggling back and forth, which I believe is why this Eight of Cups is here. And when we first sat down, we said it looks like you are trying to decide whether or not to leave something. The good news, the very good news, is the outcome of this situation is the Justice card. And the Justice card is when the universe corrects itself. So regardless of what this person did, what your circumstances are, the universe is aware of every move that everyone made and is going to balance everything out. And it's going to this is going to ground the energy back into this relationship one way or the other. This is going to make it feel more balanced. And then once it's balanced, then maybe you can decide if you still want to be with this person or not. But what the cards are asking is that you allow this person to balance the energy first, receive the blessings they want to give you first, put the sword down. You can keep the sword at your side. I am not saying to dispose of the sword. Keep the sword, but lower it. Let them come in, balance the energy, and then decide if you want to cut them out of your life or not. Once you see the perhaps new version of themselves and listen to what they have learned. So let's get a little more tarot advice. So we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about harmonizing in the heart. This is generally about things that you have very good memories about, things that you can fall deeply into memories, getting lost in memories, getting lost in the realm of your imagination. And so I think that this is probably what has prevented you from walking away from this entirely, and why you also want to see success in this relationship with the Four of Wands, because you do have a lot of fond memories of this person and the times that you have spent together. And it's a very strong bond card, the Six of Cups too. So it does tell me that you have a really strong bond with this person. Let me do that one more time. Okay, got it. So there's Death. There's the Chariot. Six of Swords. Wow. Then we have Knight of Swords underneath everything. So this is really telling me that your person really wants to show up for you, that your person really wants to be on this path of service that the Knight of Swords is often on. Your person wants to come at this in an honest and direct way, and to not have this relationship as fragmented as it once was. And they really want to get this grounded too, which I think is why the Justice is coming in. I think the universe may be coming in to assist your person in this, to help them to see where they went wrong and how they can remedy this, but also asking you to lower your sword, at least temporarily. So then we have the Death card coming in here too. And this is reminding you to focus on the transformation that your person has shown. You transformed in the first place by saying, no, I'm not accepting this. I'm not doing the work. I'm laying a boundary. You learned the lesson. In turn, your person has learned something too. And your person is transforming at a very deep level. And I think that's coming in with this full moon, and I think you're going to see that. So you're really being asked to focus on your person's transformation. Again, lower the sword long enough for them to show you that. So, but I do think that's going to be your challenge though too, is staying balanced as this person comes in, as this person begins to describe to you what your future is going to look like with the Chariot, how they are going to stay balanced, what they have learned. But I think that's going to be the challenge for you, because you're still going to be side-eyeing them the whole time, because you have enough history and experience with this person to wonder if this is just all talk and not enough action. But I do see the Knight of Swords here, which means action. So it feels like even if your person was all talk and no action, I feel like they're finally realizing it's time to act. Unless they just want to lose you, because you've already cut them off and you have two swords up, one for the king and one for the queen. And so the advice that's really coming through here is this Six of Swords. And this is to release. It's really asking you to release the energy of the past. That whatever it was, that as long as it wasn't too big of a boundary and an irreversible type of mistake that they made, or an irrecoverable mistake that they made, to really release that, because there's a beautiful opportunity manifesting itself here for you if you lower your sword and let your person show you, not tell you, show you how they have changed. Wonderful. So I want to do a few of these messages from your animal spirit guides. I'm being called to that. So, and we were talking yesterday about connecting with nature and connecting with your pets or going outside. I do feel like that energy of really getting grounded is still in the air around us. So I feel that's why I wanted to ask the animals. So we start with chimpanzee, which says use both your intuition and your intellect to solve the problem or get answers to your questions. So this is perfect. What the chimpanzee is telling you is that when this person comes in and starts telling you about all the changes they've made, listen intellectually, but also use your intuition. And that will help you to feel better about the fact that whether or not you think that this person is just BSing you or if they're really coming in right. Then we have ladybug. You guys, good fortune. The ladybug is a beetle. So we're getting this beetle good fortune energy twice. So that is your confirmation. This is a time of good fortune and abundance. So be willing to receive all good things in your life. So this is more confirmation that this person, the energy around this person has really changed. Then we have kiwi, do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Again, this is what I'm saying, get grounded, walk outside if you can, but certainly walk around your house, get that meditation in while you're moving, do yoga, do these very grounding exercises so that you can really get this energy grounded and balanced, which I believe is what this relationship is really, really calling for right now. I would like to pull a couple ancestor messages. I'm just being called to pull a bunch of messages right now. So let's see what comes out of this. So we have reflecting, which is exactly what we were saying, that your person is truly doing the reflecting work right now, and that they needed to do in order to go through this major transformation that they are going through. And then the next one says group of people. So this relationship could have been influenced by a group of people. So this could work in either way. So make this make sense for you. But this is confirmation for someone that if a group of people was interfering in this relationship, that your person has done the reflecting on that. Or if there was a group of people who helped bring the relationship together because there's a history, perhaps because there's a family, perhaps because there are children. Make it make sense for you, but this person has done deep reflecting on whatever that situation is, because I was really called to pull those cards. So I do feel like that's a very significant part of this relationship, was the influence of other people, either separating the two of you or bringing the two of you together. But either way, there was a deep reflection on your person's part. And when they come in to talk to you, they might mention that to you too. So then lastly, I would like to get one more card just to kind of describe the love angle of this. Oh. And we have love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. This is someone who really, really wants to communicate with you in a loving way. And they know that you're going to be standing there with your Queen of Swords and your King of Swords energy. They know, but they're coming in anyway because you are worth it. And they want that and you more than anything. Wow, what a reading. So please let me know how this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.